Before I build a data layer, I design my demo factory. My design is based on design specifications created completely by Claude Code. Let me show you how. Here's the structure of my project. I have overview, I have PRD, that means product requirements document. I have a folder which talks about concepts like batch processing or batch control or UNS and a lot of other concepts. Front-end, functional, backend, model, I think that speaks for itself, where model is one of the most important folders because we have unstructured data, and this unstructured data we want to model into a data layer, and that's the whole purpose of this exercise. Then we have presentation, that speaks for itself. There you can find a PowerPoint, so we can present this project. Review, in the review you will find some Excel files where people can review all the documents and give comment on each paragraph or chapter. Assets, these are my pictures normally, or some other generated assets which can be used inside documents. Meetings, every week I have a meeting with my partner, and there we record the meeting, and then we have transcripts which we later can use to review everything we have spoken about. And the benefit of this is that Claude Code can look into these transcripts, and then Claude Code can help me with this information. So everything you see here is generated by Claude Code. So I'm talking to Claude Code in my VS Code terminal. So I tell him exactly what I want, and he is structuring everything for me. He's creating the documents. So first he creates a markdown file, and from this markdown file he will generate a Word document for now. And of course we can later on create PDF documents, so that's possible. Let's talk about our requirements. In this example, we have a chocolate pudding batch demo. So it is a demo factory. And in this demo factory, we have three processes. Let me show you. The first one, preparation. The second one, processing. And packaging is the third one. So in consecutive order, preparation. Preparation, there we receive the milk. So the milk comes from the truck and we receive it in a big tank. And also part of this process is the dosing and mixing of the ingredients. So all the ingredients are taken in, they are weighed and also dosed and mixed. The next one is processing. So in this part, the milk will be cooked. There is gelatinisation and pasteurizing. So these are all processes in place we need to do in order to have the final product. So once these things are done, we cool it back to 20 or 25 degrees, and then we are able to go to the next one, packaging. So in packaging, we fill the things we have produced. We fill that in cartons, so we have the final product, and we fill it up in cartons, and then we pack these cartons. We pack it in a certain quantity. We put it on a pallet, and then we store it in a warehouse. Basically, this is the summary of the whole process. I have created this whiteboard with Claude Code using Excelidro, and I find it very powerful because it creates this whiteboard where I can discuss with the customer or with my partner. I can easily discuss the requirements, I can discuss about the process, do some modifications, and then of course update the documents, because that is the truth in the end. And then once we have finished this process of gathering the requirements and fine-tuning everything, then we can start building. Just want to show you everything from this whiteboard. So here you can see, for example, PR24. So that means product requirement. Here another product requirement, another one, PR12, scalar control, PR5, samples per batch, going to the data layer, PR17, PR17, etc., etc. So here we are able to move these blocks around. So here you can see the two systems actually. So this part, this entails the whole demo factory, and from this demo factory I will have an interface with OPC UA. And so in this demo factory there's a built-in OPC UA server, and from this server you have several tags which you can take into the data layer, and from this data layer you can create reads. You can connect your AI agent to this data layer in order to have a clear view of your process, the factory. So the idea is creating a demo factory, exposing some OPC UA tags, and then create our data layer and then show what is possible in this era of AI. Because in the past, we used to take 1, 2, 3 years to create this system, and now it's just a matter of weeks where you can design everything, where you can create everything. But in the next episodes, I will explain more about how you create a data layer. But first, I want to focus on this demo factory in order to have a good working demo factory, a realistic process, so we can match what happens in real life. So stay tuned. In the next episodes, I will deep dive more into this requirements, and once we have finished the demo factory, we will create our data layer. Our data layer we need to have because in the industrial world, like in the factories, normally you have all kind of fragmented systems. You have a machine responsible for a certain process, and you have another section is doing another thing, but the data lives on each machine. And the problem is we have no clear view of everything running in the factory. And we will solve that by implementing a data layer, connecting each and every machine to this data layer. And once we have everything connected, we model this out. And once it's perfectly modeled, we can expose it to some dashboarding. We can use AI to analyze our process. So that's the whole goal of this exposition.